What's up, y'all? What it do? Your boy Big Frank in the building. Jake, Cat, get.
Nephew.
No, side note, Matt Randall, just because I thought about it, because I do a Bible study, do the audio. I can't control voices that just fade out. I want to put that on the line yesterday so bad. It's not the microphone.
No, for sure.
It is the fact that the person is cutting. Yeah. Okay. All right. What is happening?
Because somebody texted me and was like, something's going on. Oh, never mind. I was like, something I can do right now.
Because the same microphone that the first person had, the second person had, and you be good. It's not. Good night. Because you was cutting up last night, wasn't you?
Like, chill, man.
You got a minute 48. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, though.
Bring up my old stuff, bro.
You're not getting.
Somebody crack the Timbs, okay?
Yeah.
Somebody was considerate this morning.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you so much.
I wanted like edible donuts because we look real crazy trying to bite like a real.
Right. No, Frank was taking pieces.
He
Right.
was, though. You got the bottom?
Oh, you need a donut.
Oh, yeah.
Bruh. No, you ain't getting nothing with sprinkles. Does he eat chocolate?
Yeah, boy, eat everything but
If you don't know,
oh yeah, you gonna take it, hold it, squeeze it.
It's coming out.
Squeeze it.
It's coming out. It's coming out. He spit it out. Yep.
We're gonna try it again.
It's hit the floor.
It's a squeeze.
Squeeze.
There we go.
So no chocolate.
Huh?
So that means
No,
no chocolate.
right back in his mouth. You better eat it. It was just too much in his mouth. His bite was bigger than what he could handle with his teeth.
Gotcha.
So that just all went on the floor.
Yes,
Yeah,
right.
welcome to yeah, good morning. The guest we got today is baby Frank,
Young
baby
Frank, Littlefoot.
There's
How y'all
more,
feeling this
dude.
morning?
You just gotta be like, it's all on the floor. What
8 seconds, we coming in. We right here.
6, 5.
Friday 716, your boy Big Frank. Like to the Big Frank in the morning. What it is, what's up? I pray all is well. It is 9 minutes past the top of the hour. It's your boy Big Frank, Jake Sheree in the building. Kev, the Dark Knight.
And nephew. Little nephew.
Nephew Dre.
Nephew Dre.
AKA, what you call him now?
Littlefoot.
Littlefoot.
Yeah, Littlefoot.
For those who don't know, I am Littlefooter, and my dad is Bigfooter, so Littlefoot.
Littlefoot.
I hope not, because I'm bigger than like, you know. I'm just saying.
He wanted a piece of donut.
It fell on the floor.
He's different. He's different. I'm trying to say that. Yeah, I told y'all. Y'all want to listen to the parent. Okay?
Right.
The boy in this chair.
I said.
Yeah,
You said I could hold him.
oh, I said you can. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna take away the opportunity for you to do
Be his aunt.
be his eye. No fact. How y'all feeling this morning, though? Otherwise,
Feeling
good.
Right.
Where's the mini donut?
Feeling good.
Bible study yesterday, that was good. I'm in a good mood this morning. I mean, you know, my son is here. That takes time in the morning. Let me be a real person. You know, boy, he was cutting up last night. Though. Like he was not rusty. I had to get up and be the man of God. Forget me, Father. I had to pick him up. I had to go pray with the Lord. You know, a little bit of tongue, a little bit of spiritual songs, and walk him to sleep. I said, oh, this is not gonna be this. Oh no, but okay, whatever it takes. Listen, when we get back, y'all, Big Girl Chronicles. Listen, do me a favor. Like, subscribe, and share. Okay, if you have the app, go on Facebook and YouTube, like and subscribe. If you're on Facebook and YouTube, just jump over real quick to the App Store, type in Fire 716 Radio, and download the app. So even if you gotta leave and go to work, you can still have us echo in your ear and some good music. All right. So it's going down this morning, y'all. We'll be right back. When we get back, we're getting right into Big Girl Chronicles. It's not a game. We'll see y'all in about 10 minutes or so. It's going down. Big Frank in the morning. Chantel, what's up?
Let me get his car seat.
You're like, are we on the air? Are we on the air?
We don't want ants, bro.
Are we on the air?
Put that right here. Hold on, bro.
I got you.
Otherwise, against the wall.
Oh, well, yeah. I just feel like this so she can sit for
Oh, yeah. Some facts.
Right.
All I need is okay.
Hey, what's good with you?
So,
Here.
warmth.
I could try to put you to sleep for the next 10 minutes. Yeah,
Real spit though.
you're tired.
He might be tired.
He's tired. He up outside his house.
Tired and I get it.
Man, I'm not saying I let that boy go. Yeah, he put that boy right here. All hit me.
I get it.
Bubby, good morning. How y'all feeling?
Family. With more family. Double T.
It's not even real tears. It's not even a real
Right,
cry.
not even real cry.
Where'd you
Just
make
like it. Double T Roy.
Where did you drop your binky, dude?
It's everywhere.
Where'd you drop your binky?
Did he have it?
Welcome to the morning. This is Little
Let's
Foot's
go.
morning show. Okay. This is called How to Take Care of This Baby.
It's on the board, yeah.
How to take care of this one. Okay. Definitely a
Luckily,
different
they
vibe.
actually touched the ground. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah.
On me. I'm tired.
Yes.
No.
Father, what you gonna do? Know what I'm gonna do? I don't even know. God,
Oh, we don't kind of
you know, you just want to be like, God, you know.
Some true is out.
No, man. Yeah.
Come on.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning. Get my share on.
Get your share on.
Look at my wife. He want his dad. Mothering from afar. Okay. He knows it. You want to sleep or want to watch the cards. You can't do both. A double-minded man is unstable and all. Okay. Make a decision. Make a decision. You're the quietest I've been in the morning. Do not let baby Frank change. Dang, when the baby come in,
I'm reading.
But the baby come in and everybody, he can handle loud noise, okay?
I ain't got no problem with it.
Frank is his father, okay?
You have to deal with it. I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
But I should have got
Oh!
some water.
Keep it real.
But
Keep it real. Real. Keep it really real.
Real.
Keep it real. Son.
Keep it real.
You trying to kill my father? You what? Trying to kill my father.
Wait, what?
Oh, that's what Chappelle.
Oh.
He trying to get my father.
Can you real? Really real? Yeah, keep it real, son. You trying to kill my father. The whole room.
So yeah,
Everything on his
don't
back.
like the fact that the Carmichaels ended that way.
No, for sure.
yeah. That
It was really bad.
It's like, wait, what?
It was,
Right.
It was ending in a way like it was supposed to come back.
It's supposed to. It's supposed to.
And
be.
like I said,
They ended it how like Moesha ended. Like I was just like, so this is where we stopping right now? Like
That's it. Just an abrupt off.
right.
No, we don't do that.
They didn't give that. They didn't. Yo, this thing.
I want to pick up truck. Mad when I see this truck.
This
I pick
thing.
up truck. As you I didn't.
I won't
Side
let
note.
it.
You want to F like
F-150. Give me. I got kids though too, so I need a full cabin pickup truck with an extended bed.
No.
Because you don't realize until you're doing stuff like a pickup truck would be sufficient. I don't need a pickup truck for decorum and
No.
decoration.
I don't know.
I need to shift move.
You are where? For what?
Hey.
Like I want like real talk. I never looked at Jeeps before. Like I legit want a Jeep. Like
Wrangler is in my future.
I don't like Jeeps.
I don't like Wranglers.
What?
I'm not a fan of the
The
Wrangler.
Wrangler gotta be.
They small in the back.
It gotta
The back
be
seats small.
just right. It can't be factory.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Gotcha,
Factory
yeah.
is like, that's cute. But then you see that joint with the lights and the big wheels and the height on it with the doors off. Like, okay, that's where it's at.
Yeah, it's funny though, because every time I think of Jeeps, I always think like, little white girl. Like, I think white girl. I'm like, most of the people I know that got Jeeps are white women, except for this
See, that's
one.
how I feel about Subarus.
But then when I got in, the first time I ever got in one, it was a doctor at my job. I don't even know why I got in this car. I don't know where we was even going. We didn't really even go nowhere. But I got in the back of the car, and I'm like, yo, there is no room back here. I was like, I will never buy a Jeep because of this.
Wait, what kind of Jeep though?
Because that new Jeep with the ugly bed in the back.
This is a while ago.
Yeah. Like it's got like a truck back.
The pickup Jeep.
Yeah, the pickup Jeep.
That's what they watch.
I
got into a Jeep Grand Cherokee. It was nice in the front. It was nice. It was a newer one.
Oh,
gotcha.
No, like
the
Cherokees is different though. I don't see those necessarily. Like when I think Jeep, I think like
Jeep Liberty.
No, I think like a Jeep, like a Jeep, like we going off road, we can go
like
off
a
road.
regular
Truck, you know
yeah.
What I mean?
Yeah.
Like a Jeep Cherokee is like family car.
Sure.
No, I remember looking for a car. They put out this Jeep Liberty.
That's nice though.
Please.
Never.
I walked in the car, one foot in. I said, no, you take this back. I don't fit. I don't fit.
You know it's the time.
We're not going to play.
It's too like.
Yep. All that.
It's like a Nike shoe, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get a size and a half.
You gotta make it
tight. They squeeze your feet in.
Do what Shaq did and get he had him customize one side of the car to where the door is huge. Like
that's having money though, you know what I'm saying?
No,
like
sure. Like
not saying that they wouldn't do it for a regular dude, they'd be like, yo, real straight, bro. Really? Like,
right.
Oh,
He gone with the
watch it. He was gone when I arrived.
Gotcha.
He came in. No, he was about to go back. He's about to go back because he's outside of his regiment of woke time.
Gotcha.
And I would have had him in the corner with the bottle back out. I would have been good till 9:25. Okay.
Like he was looking at me when I walked.
I know, but he was just nosy. I'm rough with him on purpose. Okay, because I was like, why are you so rough? Because there's gonna be a time coming when he's bigger. Mm-hmm. I'm not about to be walking quiet. He too grunt, pick up, shake, throw in the bed.
No. You gotta get used to this life.
Then he go back out. So
look young.
Me and my
all I can think of is head state.
Felt as a person. Here we go.
Hey.
Obviously, there's gonna be no recording today.
Jay Shree, it's on you.
What's good, everybody? You already know what time it is. It is Big Girl Chronicles. And even while I'm holding my nephew as he's soundly falling asleep, I want to talk about feeding but still being starving. So how did I come up with this? And it was talking about feeding toxic relationships, but you're still starving for what's healthy. Yeah. So I was reading some posts on Facebook, and it was a bunch of girls saying, I put everything into these relationships and they never work out. And I was giving myself and he still didn't take me. And even a couple of dudes, which I was surprised, was like, yo, man, I done gave everything to this girl. And she's still not, being who I called and who I wanted her to be. And it made me pose the question, what are you feeding that you're still starving in your relationships? Because if you're feeding into a toxic relationship, you're going to starve. It's just something that's gonna happen. And we have to get to the place, even in our lives, that we stop feeding toxic things and then expecting the healthy parts of us to be fulfilled. It's just not going to happen. Even in your relationship with God, you can't feed yourself trash and expect to not be thirsty for God. It doesn't work out that way. So in this edition of Big Girl Chronicles, I wanted to encourage you to stop feeding the things that are actually toxic and unhealthy for you and actually feed the healthy portions of you. A lot of the reasons why we are not whole as individuals is because we feed into the toxicity thinking that it's going to fulfill us, where in truth, we're actually starving ourselves as people, and then we're walking into relationships starving and hungry and unfulfilled, and then you wonder why it doesn't work out, because two broken people does not equal a whole relationship. I'm just trying to educate you because in this season, it's March, y'all, and time is going by fast. We cannot continue to just waste our time feeding into toxicity and expecting different results. That's actually the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. So in this edition of Big Girl Chronicles, I just want to encourage you to stop feeding the unhealthy and start feeding into the thirsty things of your life that are healthy for you, that's going to form you as a person. Because you're beautiful, you're intelligent, and you're graceful. You a big girl.
You who?
You a big girl.
You what?
You a big girl.
No, 100% because listen, I think as people we're always we just got a lot of stuff, but not what we need. It's a lot of just the stuff, a lot of filler. You know what you is? You a lot of air in the bag of chips. Full of nothing. Just full of nothing.
Sitting here being a bag of munchies.
Facts. When we get back into the question of the day is, what is your definition of preparing for marriage? Oh, y'all not gonna even my life's a little different. But what is your definition of preparing for marriage? When we get back, it's going down right on Fire 716. Big Frank in the morning. Littlefoot in the building. He's asleep now. It's going down. Fire 716.
This is the first song coming. No.
But definitely, I think who was it? Johnny, who was the Invisible Son?
Huh? The Invisible Son. I don't know.
That's the
Invisible Son. Yeah, this is a usual. This is either Josh or John.
John,
not the music.
Oh, that's talking. That's all I'm talking. That's Josh. That's why he's looking at me. I'm like, nigga, I don't know who my son is.
You guys I relate with people on a regular basis. I rarely see the comments over here. Okay?
I always open up the YouTube. The Invisible Son is Josh.
Hello, Josh. Greetings and good morning.
How to run a radio station while babysitting. You know the camera's still on me, right?
I'll be like that. It's your time to shine.
Hey.
Just the two of us.
Hey.
Me and nephew in the state.
Josh, we got it. Josh, sometimes you just try to my head, not my heart. Yeah, try to her head. Oh, this is a violation. I'm not doing good.
They just want to get you off. Already.
I was about to say, is that the reason we got one viewer?
Facebook has been real, just in case. You guys are no longer with us. Well, never just went up.
No, it just went up to 2. So. Wait a minute.
That's why we are here, right over here jamming.
Right. Definitely got unplugged. Oh, sorry.
What's unplugged?
The laptop. I was like, this thing going.
So the question is, how do you prepare?
All right. I heard Jerry Seinfeld say this. It's new. So you can't really prepare yourself. You can only prepare yourself for new.
Okay.
You can't really prepare yourself for quote unquote marriage. But well, I won't even say that because it's a mental thing. Because you got to get out of that single mentality and work on that double. You know what I'm saying? That double life. Not double life. But he said it's new, so you have to get used to it in order to realize where your change is gonna be at. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say it like that, but it was on a Wale album.
Got you. Well, they could work 7 years and then he worked 7 more years. You know what I'm saying? So put it that way.
You know, my preparation was saying, Lord, working out. I didn't know what he was going to do, how he was going to do it.
How do you prepare for marriage? Wait for the Lord to tell you.
All right. Listen, his timing is impeccable.
Wait for the Lord to tell you. And as the word, you wait for the Lord to talk to you, get your money together, get your credit together. I ain't saying get rich. I'm just saying,
be together. You want to be
together.
It sounds good, but I wasn't together.
I'm saying like don't have like $20,000 in debt. Like You know, don't have $20,000 in debt. Is what I'm saying. You can be in debt.
Oh, I'm gonna be in debt with
but
you.
don't be-
No, I'm not gonna put that over my life.
Don't be.
Debt is not bad.
No,
Okay.
that's what I said. I said don't. It's not about being in debt in general. I'm saying
It's
don't be in
Uncontrollable debt.
Thank you. In such a quantity of debt that's my guy, what have you been doing with your life? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm saying, like, now if you run a business and your corporation is big, be as much debt as you want.
That is positive.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But you know, if you just doing whatever you're doing, and I say you ain't doing big things.
But that actually happened on the TV show Married at First Sight.
Oh, word.
No, it was Love Is Blind. Love Is Blind. In the first season, like they got married, like they were getting married, and he found out right before like the decision day that his fiance had like $100,000 like student loans. And he was just like, are you? He's like, well, did you at least get a degree? And she's like, nah, like I didn't finish school because it just wasn't for me. And it was like
You accumulated $100,000 in debt
and didn't go to school.
Oh man.
Like,
What school did you go to?
Yale?
like she went to a really good school.
Well, there's some people who keep going to school, just go to school and never finish.
That was crazy.
That's a fact.
I met
they make a career out of it.
Right, I met a dude. He was like, yo, every semester I take at least one class, so then they can never say that I'm not in school to make me pay for my debt. You know, like you smart but you stupid. You stupid smart. But I get it. It's smart as dirt. But you stupid.
Yeah, one of my friends been in school.
Like, you want to go and take these classes every semester, and then like you actually got to do work in this class. Like you can't like you gotta pass the class. Like you can't just be like, yeah, I'm taking this class, pay on this class. And, like, nah, you gotta show results. Like, ain't nobody gonna keep giving you loans if you ain't going.
Right.
My marriage prep was not existent.
Because
I was.
Hey,
Listen,
Sharita.
I was in the basement in the corner of my house. I should have been dating nobody. This is my logic.
No, for
The
real.
Lord, listen to me. I'm not saying everybody ain't me.
What your situation is?
That's all. I keep trying to tell them
All the time.
because of the fact, like, listen, it was fake.
Yeah.
Listen, I was about to get married with not knowing where we were moving to 2 weeks prior to the wedding day. I have no idea where we're going. Nothing is moved, but a little cocky and a little faith. So the date set. Here we go. Where we moving to? I don't know.
Only the Lord knows.
I think it was like a week before, maybe 2 weeks. Oh, finally got it. All right, guys. We here. It's over. Listen, I ain't gonna hold you. I have no idea.
Like, I think, like, for me, marriage prep is, first of all, emotional healing. Because, like, you can't continue to keep thinking that, hey, Erica, you can bring broken pieces into a marriage. And then learning the ability of letting go. Because, like, I've been self-sufficient for so long. Like, I told this on the radio station before, having my dad taking care of me for the last few years was the hardest parts of my life. Because I'm used to getting out of job. This job ain't working. I'm gonna get 2 jobs. Like making and being able to let somebody take care of me. And I actually am grateful for this lesson because it's allowing me to understand what it may be like if my husband decides he wants to take care of me. But I think a lot of women struggle because when you are built to take care of yourself most of your life and then you enter into a marriage, a lot of points of contention can be, well, dang, I just want to take care of you. Well, you marry Superwoman.
Yeah.
And she's used to being Superwoman because she don't know how to be nothing else but Superwoman.
Right.
So it causes, the man to feel like, well, dang, I can't do nothing for her. She doing everything. And then it causes contention. So for me, it was like healing my mind and healing my mind frame of knowing allow him to lead. And to not, you can be strong without having to be so vocal and being so I got this. Because he will grow to hate you. Well, dang,
And I feel like something you won't want you in it. And
right.
A lot of people who give the marriage advice learn in it.
Right.
Because, and let me help you real quick, every marriage isn't the same.
Right.
What work for every marriage, A, B, C, and D, not gonna work for D. It's just not, it's just, we're different people. Our concept, our theologies, we're different people. I'm not raised how you raised. You're not raised how I'm raised. Okay? I'm we're just different. And you're gonna have to have that conversation between you and your significant other to figure out what is and what's not. And living outside the home, living together, it's 2 different worlds.
Right.
Okay, it's coming in together. Okay, man, granted, somebody just put a video up It's funny because there's a lot of things we say we won't do that you find yourself doing. I would never. I'm not. Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay. Thanks, Tyler. Okay. So, and vice versa, because what's required in it,
Just all in the shot.
you know, what's required in a marriage, in a relationship, is you'll adjust. You realize, oh, this I can tolerate this, which I thought I couldn't tolerate before. Oh, I would never. Yeah, it sounded good.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
you gotta work out your own soul marriage.
No, for sure.
But it's really something that I think counsel is good. I think that getting other people's views and different angles is great. But you two are gonna have to figure out what works for you guys in your marriage. You gotta figure out what works. That's why certain people can get away with certain things in their marriage because it works for them.
Right.
It doesn't defile God in any way, but it works for them. So granted. To a man who like, oh yeah, I make the money, I take care of it. No, good for you. My money management skill ain't the best. I get paid, get my check to my wife. Bam, she's handling the bills. Bam, boom. Oh, my wife don't pay the great. Good for you.
For you.
But for me and my house,
Right.
we function successfully
That's a
this way. That's why I get it when everybody want to offer their opinion. Oh, listen to me. I work and she work, and we're surviving trying to get to a place, and we're okay with that. Granted, you want to be trained head macho. You got good. Not knocking you, not knocking that. It may be a benefit for you. But what works over here? This is how this works for us.
Right.
And then we know where we're going as a unit, as a family. I believe, I don't know how I got here, that sometimes the challenge comes that we don't have the family doesn't have the goal.
Right.
Yeah.
Because we understand the goal, you understand the sacrifices and what you can and cannot do.
Right.
So.
And plus, you have to know who you connected with.
Yeah.
Because, like he was saying, I know I'm not going to be a stay-at-home wife. Like, I'm not going to school and get all this educational debt
To be at home.
to be at home. Like, I purposely am going to be a therapist. So, like, I'm not gonna want to connect with the man who's like, yo, I just want to say all she do is cook, clean, wash everything. That's not gonna be that's not gonna be the majority of my life. Like, I'll cook, I'll clean, but I'm also gonna be out here helping people get their healing. And I also have a ministry inside of me, so I'm gonna be traveling. But I think like my dad was like, I want you to have a man that's just gonna take care of you, got nothing to worry about, and that's perfectly great. But you had a wife who was okay with staying at home. That ain't your daughter. So like, thank you for the advice. But
you kind of want that. It is, and like that's you got to figure out for yourself.
I got it
because I think knowing your purpose is important. Knowing where you're going, and knowing you get to all the way. Agree. What I've learned, I'll say this for me. What I've learned is not to limit what can happen, because I think that I'm just being who I am. I'm always the antagonist. That if I gave you a man who will take care of you, there's certain worries you ain't got to worry about. So you can execute all that you are successfully. You get what I'm saying? But I think at the same time, with somebody who might be a bigot and limit you, this is all you can do. No, we're not gonna work. We're not gonna work.
Because some guys just want that. They just like, yo, I'll take care of you. You manage the house. That's cool.
I tell them like, look, in the perfect world,
coming after this song.
In the perfect world, I don't want to. So
for
real. In the perfect world, you know what I do? I was like, I don't mind cooking, I don't mind cleaning, because I was like, because what I really want to do is sit at a desk and write. That's what I would rather do.
But some women want to stay at home boyfriend, like stay at home husband. That's
I could live that life.
Society has put I don't know how to.
That's my perfect world. And then they got the Daniel as a man. As a man, know that I need to work because one, I really can't sit.
Shrina said exactly. This is why you have to keep folks out of your relationships, even when well-meaning. Their advice can be damaging. Absolutely.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
But you just gotta know the personality of your partner. You gotta know your people. You gotta know. You know, I lost a relationship because she assumed I wanted a certain outlook based on what the church presented. Oh, you got the wrong one. Therefore, you didn't know who I was. You're lost.
And then getting the person who knows you outside the church.
Yeah.
Because like that's a huge difference. Like when they see you, when they meet you in church,
they think
that's you 24/7, sir, good sir. No, after this sweating in this pulpit and me laying people out, I am still a different version of Jessica. Like,
Sure.
and like a lot, like, even though, our relationship is not where it was, some person said to me a few years ago, you gonna know who it is, being anointed is attractive.
Mm-hmm.
And like, so people like, oh my God, I want that kind of woman. She prays, she do this. When I come out of here,
I'm not going.
You're not getting it when I get home. Like, you're not getting that. Like, you're getting the full-fledged Jessica. And I think a lot of times in church, that's put, find your husband in church and stuff like that. And I see nothing wrong with that. But you have to make sure they're not falling in love with the church version of you. And then when they get the real version of you, then it's like, oh, well, that's different from it. Because I'm not going to be in the Holy Ghost 24/7. First of all, it's exhausting. Second of all, I got stuff to do. Like, I'm not laying out people at my college. Like, it's just not
my wife thought I was deep.
She's like, sometimes.
She's like, praying on and praying every day. Girl. Let that story go from there.
Tree said, facts, Jess. It's so right. We have to separate the preacher woman man from man and woman. We really do.
That's a fact. I ain't gonna lie. It's weird. Even, and it's funny because, like, especially how I met Sharita. I didn't meet Sharita in church. So I knew Sharita. So then when Sharita be in church, I'm like, ooh, okay, Sharita, I see you. Like, I was like,
Sharita, for those who don't know,
I'm like, okay, get your heart.
Sharita is a preaching monster. She's a beast.
I was like, she better get her. I was like, oh, okay.
But no, a lot of people do fall in love with that version of you. And then, like, you're going to this relationship and they come in with an expectation.
Yeah.
And then, like, I found, like, and this is just me personally, so I'm not dogging them, but I find, like, especially with women of God, they want a pastor. Like, they want somebody to help with their soul. Right. Oh, pray for me, keep me, help me. And I'm just like, you have pastors for that. Like, they turn relationships into like a spiritual mentorship. And the woman leaves up bruised, and the man is just like, this is what I needed. No, you fell wrong with the wrong one.
Oh.
Okay, so let's write about it.
Friday, 7-1 sees your boy Big Frank Lex, the Big Frank in the morning is going down this morning. Listen, girl Jay Cherie out here setting flames.
Setting flames.
That's what I do after I put babies to sleep.
If you're a man, you
straight to sleep. Now you got the knowledge.
Yeah, my boy Kevin is doing good. Dark Knight is in the room. It's definitely going down.
I got talent. Oh, and he's awake.
He's different. He can be going in a minute.
Right.
Just want to be nosy. So, all right, y'all. He's like somebody's great. What y'all do? All right, now. Going back to sleep. I just can't. So the question of the day is, what is your definition of preparing for marriage? I told you my life a little different. I came from the basement. Literally, I was dating my wife. Please with my wife then. Yeah, I mean, she was a little shorty from down the way. Like, okay, a little tenderoni, buddy. Pretty young thing. It's like,
Where are the women?
I thought they was giving this support to you. They failed you. I don't know when they're gonna come up after 9 o'clock, but they failed you so far. But I was financially living by faith in my aunt's basement. I thought I was gonna be there for 3 months or 6 months. It ended up being 3 years. I said, "Oh God!" I dated my wife. Car ran out of gas. Got put over by police. License suspended. Headlight out. Like, y'all understand, okay? Yeah, so it was definitely the Lord making a way, making provision. She fell in love with me anyway. It had to be the Lord. So that's what he looked. And then my wife thought I was gonna be deep. She said I was praying in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the midday. And just you could have did the bowl, did the cotton, did it all day. No,
don't go in for real.
So I think I do agree though that marriage preparation is mental. So when you talk about preparing. I just defy logic.
You can't really be prepared for something new. Like you can be ready for it, but you can't mentally be actually prepared.
You have to put yourself in the mindset.
Working on you internally. Like that, I feel like that's the best marriage prep. Like, because you have to learn how to communicate. Like, that's why I appreciate my relationships with my brothers, because they taught me how to talk to dudes. Mm-hmm. Because, like, coming around 2010, 2011, 2012, I was real rough. Okay, 2013, 2014. Like, I was really rough with 15, 16. No, like, I was really rough with my language with my brothers. And, my brothers showed their human side to me. Like, yo, that was kind of... Like, yo, kind of sharp, bro. But it was like, I had to learn that because like my language was very direct, very cut, very dry, very raw. And some dudes just don't want you to talk to them like that. It's like, yo, I'm like, dude, did you wash your behind today? Like, I smell your nuts. Like, you can't really say that to like,
I
mean, but there's a nicer way of saying it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just use that as an example. Yeah. But like, you can't like when you're in a relationship with people, you can't always be that direct. And so like, I had to work on me in this. Like I said, during the break, my father teaching me to let a man take care of me and learning what that's like. So I think it's more of an internal thing than like, oh, in my marriage, I'm going to do this, and this, and this. Right. No, it's like, no, you need to work on yourself and your communication. So when that person comes along, you guys will build and learn together on how to get into your marriage.
Right. I'll say this. I told my wife to do this. You have to be open and willing in marriage.
Absolutely.
Because you can prepare in yourself all day long. Mm-hmm. With the presumption of what you think you're going to get what you get and realize that the way they communicate is different than what you projected. Right. The way that because we are two. I said this again. We are two completely different individuals. Right. That when we started dating, we put our best foot forward to each other for each other, and we operate and maintain in what we have in common. Nice. But there's also components of the things that we don't have in common where I was trained different. Right. I was taught different. Right. I know how you were trained. Prime example, I'm putting myself out there. My wife gets up in the morning, destined to make the bed. Make a bed, gotta be a certain way, cool. I get up in the morning, I'm gone. I'm out of here. I mean, I'll be back to address the bed when it's time to go to sleep. Okay, just to get up again, and we're out again. And like, what happens is because I wasn't disciplined or taught that method. It just wasn't something that was given to me. I always been up, brushed, and time to go. Yeah. But what happens is, you don't ever make the bed. I don't have to give you pleasure. It doesn't convict my soul. But it just shows the fact that we are trained and taught different.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And for me and my wife, we have a 10-year age gap. She said to this morning, man, I be forgetting. You old and Jack because it's a 10-year age gap between us, but it's like okay, whatever.
Right,
like I knew I was old when my phone locked. Okay, I knew that I was old when I changed my password, and I listen. I had no recollection to like no other. I don't know. There's no even need to try. I have no idea what these two passwords are. Zero zilch. If it's not one of the top three we collaborated for, I'm out. I don't know what I did. Just waiting for my days. Just waiting for my days to reset my password. Just wait. All I can do is wait.
I'm laughing at the fact that you call yourself old, and I'm the oldest human.
I know.
Disabled.
Mid old is I don't know. I gotta fix it. I'm not going out like this. I refuse.
I ain't old.
But I mean, you've been old since the first day I met you. Like literally.
When you were 15.
Like the first day I met Frank, when he walked out to the car going bowling, I was like, he walked. Why?
I'll say this. So, because like we said earlier, ain't no one way to really prepare. I think the best preparation for marriage is a conversation.
A fact.
Absolutely.
Fact. Not Frank. I quit. Let's go down this one. We get back. We got our hot topics. We have been talking about Jada. She said some stuff. The story just not falling to the ground. It's just not dying out right now. And everybody just be quiet about it, then you'll be okay.
Somebody shoot the duck. That's right.
Listen, it's going down right here on 5716. Your boy Big Frank in the morning. Let's go. Let's get it.
I need somebody to shoot this duck, man.
As a radio station, we do not promote anybody getting shot. I'm just playing.
It's not after yesterday.
Y'all played duck hunt. I was there. Y'all played it. You shoot the duck. The dog don't get it. If you miss, he laugh at you like, "Nah, you suck." You know what I'm saying?
I missed Duck Hunter. Back in the day, video games were that complicated.
And listen, it is good to know.
No, I play Smash Bros. The crap out of him.
It's the church version to you. It's the home version to you.
But see, that's what I'm saying. And I'm not saying that you don't experience it. Well, you do because you're married. Mm-hmm. But pre-marriage, you didn't experience this as a preacher or as a man of God. Mm-hmm. People do want. It's crazy how easy it is to attract somebody who wants to be pastored over or who wants that mentor. Like, and it's really, and like, sometimes it's frustrating as women because it's like, you don't get the guy, you get, oh, I just want you to pray with me. I want my soul covered. I want this mentorship. And like, yes, how you doing? You smiling. And that was my back.
But you know what, this is really what it is, because there's a void for them.
Right.
Okay, and because the void exists, when you begin to open up yourself and just having oil, you're going to address certain needs. You're just going to be that person, and they realize, oh wow, I really need this. So that's when you start falling in love with the assignment, and that's a two-way situation sometimes.
Yeah.
Because dang, you've been by yourself, lonely, walking this journey. Here's somebody engaged in conversation. Your intentions are pure,
Right.
but it's like, we've been spent a lot of time together, talking a lot.
Yeah.
Now we both catching feelings, and now we get into something we shouldn't have been in. But I understand your plight as well, because there are people as a man who I've mentored, went talk to them, just encouraging them, not trying to be nobody, nothing, but just being authentic and pure in heart.
Right.
But them becoming infatuated or falling in love with the fact that, number one, you're filling a void that I have.
Right.
And you're addressing me, and you're not treating me like I'm less than, unworthy. These components matter, and you can fall into something. I told you, one girl, after I had a heartbreak situation, I attempted the whole phase situation, and she held my hand. And said, "Oh yeah, I will hold your hand, and we will pray." And she's like, "I just felt this feeling." Now, mind you, I'm only holding hands because we're in the choir, and then the entire choir is holding hands. It's not like this is just a 101 praying. This is like a hand
congregational energy going on.
And then it's like, exactly, because my seat was here, my pew was here, your seat was right over there. It just happened to be the connection when they said, "Look at your neighbor talking." This is nothing more than this in church. Right. But it's people, they fall in love with that, and there are people in marriages right now where the man of God was almost been a help for transition, and they fall in love with the assignment.
Right.
They got captivated, and vice versa. And that's when a woman is a strong woman because she cares naturally.
Right.
But then had to care and have oil and ointment to break in yokes. You now exposed me to new levels and new territories. Oh, this is what I need in my life. Oh, I need you. You don't need me.
Josh said, I still kind of struggle with the significant age gap in relationships personally.
It be like that until the Lord sends you up.
Yeah, that's a fact. Until
So
don't worry that
she texts me no chocolate. She texts me 8 o'clock no chocolate.
Sharita said, I don't date men. I have to pass their mentor.
Listen.
I ain't gonna lie though. See, because I used to be okay with that. It never happened to me. But I used to be like, if it happened to me, that was okay because, in my eyes, I see that as well. That just made God even more of a dominant thing in my life. Like, now this is all we talk about for the most part. Someone I watch an anime, you'll leave me alone. But then when I see you, I'm like, "What's up, babe? How you doing? Jesus, what?" I know that guy. You know what I mean?
It's different. It's really different. Like,
but, I'm not.
Women preachers, and not to say that men preachers don't get it hard, but women preachers get it really hard because we, like Frank said, we are nurturers. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, like, our caring nature is really for the health of your soul. It's really not like, and it's interesting.
It's not necessarily out of romantic love.
I think it's just it's a two-way street, and it's a real thing. But that's the cause of having oil. But I also understand that you have to be mature now.
Yeah.
Because watch it. The issue is not just in the other party. Mm-hmm. They can want whatever they want. But if I'm not giving plight or I'm not giving I'm not giving room for it, you can't operate and address it. You ain't got to be shy, brittle, and skills.
No, for real.
No. This is not. No. This relationship is platonic. This is a relationship. This is an assignment. Right. This is for your encouragement. I'm not here. And then there's a challenge though for her as well, because if you are a single woman in ministry and you are being pursued by men, you have to have discernment. Yeah. God, what is this? Is this for me, my personal life? Or is this for the sake of the assignment? I
have no issue with telling you not to say that. Like and like the most graceful way, because like I've especially not necessarily here, but when I was in New York, like New York dudes are different. But like, it was just like, oh my God, like I just feel like so attracted to you, and it's just like you're attracted to the anointing. Like, I'm not like, and I was just like, it's not that you're not a nice guy, but like this is not when I lay hands on you to pray, like it was literally to lay hands on you to pray. Like, it wasn't like God put a spotlight on you. It was like, Phil Collins playing in the background. Like it was really just like you needed to get healed from something. God used me as a vessel. God bless you. I hope you find what you're looking for. And it wasn't like he was ugly or nothing. It was just I knew my assignment at the time, like Frank was saying. But like here, it's different. The dating pool is just different. It's real different. It's different.
I think the dating pool.
Real different.
I think the dating pool here
is different, but it was crazy.
has to. I just think you gotta. I know where you flow at regularly, but to the caliber of what you want, you're not gonna find what amongst your regular flow.
Right.
If you want elite, you got to be among the elite. If you want those who are spiritually inclined and leveled up, you got to be among them. You might get a few people that pass through both levels and tiers, but like you can't say, oh my God, there's nobody out here available, but you still all you supposed to go to is church and work. You ain't went to go see nobody. You ain't let nobody go see you. You ain't got fly yet and popped out, and then you ain't even made yourself visible for nobody to see. We still about it. Sweaters are still thinking, yeah, you're cute. I'm not saying you're dusty. I'm just saying that you're not pulling me.
No, you dusty.
Like it's because when I
am so anti-bonded outside.
If I step out together and prepare, and I'm looking for something, I'm looking for my ass. You done popped out and stepped out. Let's try to manipulate you, misuse you, or you so bad you caught my attention because you got groceries in the back of your truck.
I said you have to be visible to be found.
Fine. No, you can't. And you just sometimes you got to go outside the confines of the place we call worship.
Right.
Sometimes you got to step outside of.
But I think that's because we as a church have taught people you will always find your husband in church. So that's the only time they put their good
Not in this church though.
What happens?
Not in this church.
Because what happens is because we assume that the safest ground for you, because we believe you have a better chance to deal with somebody who's at least interested in Jesus Christ, has a goal at least to learn him for real.
At least learn where you learn.
At least has a component of what your priority is, because you're liable. Just because you're spiritual don't mean you know Jesus. Just because you believe in God don't believe you live in the right way.
Right.
And you can also believe in God. You can have somebody who can be out there witch warlocking and doing the hoodoo for the hoo. Okay? So it's like I understand the idea of it, but church isn't a guarantee.
Right.
Church, you can be in church and be doing the same.
Especially because church is like 30%.
But the question is that because of who you are, your responsibility, and what you're gonna do. Because at the same time, it's not in church. You're gonna be out here trying to save a man now, or you're gonna clash trying to please your man versus him not understanding who you are for the sake of the assignment. But you might get somebody who's out there who's doing well. I do know Jesus. I am saved. I am in the corporate world. I am educated. I'm doing it. Yeah. And today is the day that I told you to pop out. Let's step out and hey, you caught my eye. I would love to get to know you. Let's start dialogue. Let's start conversation. Now that part right there. Now I get this part confused. That's the dating phase. Then you talk. No, because this is where we always mess up. Okay, because dating is just. Do you fit where I'm going? We just put on a date to figure out. Absolutely. When we start the courting process, it's 101. I'm just trying to figure out where we at.
No, that's the most toxic movie ever.
I don't think so. I really don't think so. She says that all the time.
All the time. Toxic. Loving basketball for me is a toxic.
It is life.
The ending is toxic.
No,
when they both what they say away.
Playing basketball to figure out if I'm gonna be with you or be with the girl that
that's toxic.
You know,
it's like playing what's that?
But here you know that he went play basketball. She took an L and then was like, all right, then we ain't gonna be together. And then later on, when his career don't work out, he like, okay, I'm gonna be with her.
That's toxic.
That's life.
Don't get me wrong. I understand Omar. he like, I wanted to be around basketball. She was gonna make some bread. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna chill out, take care of you. But at the same time,
To me, that movie is toxic. Because, like, to me, like I said, and we argued about this for a whole radio segment, but like I said, the fact that
I love Jonathan.
he basically, like, to me, Quincy was a little selfish. And because, like, when his career was going good, everything was good in the relationship. But the one moment where she couldn't be there for him because she had curfew and had to leave, and then her career started taking off, and his career was trash. Then it was like, I don't want to be with you. You don't want to, you ain't got time for me. Oh, I went out this girl.
Toxic.
It's toxic.
Not even toxic.
Toxic.
When you say that, because there are moments in life, and I've been here,
Sure.
y'all know it, where they're legit, where I don't care how many, at this point, I am at the lowest that I've ever been in my life. Not just on a regular low day. I mean, I'm at the lowest, and I really need somebody. And the person that I thought I could go to be there, to defy the odds, was not. So the damage that was done to me in the moment super exceeded what I had going on. As much as I love you,
It's not that she didn't offer to be there. She said, "Why don't you come back to my room and we could continue the conversation?"
I want it right here, right now. Because
that's selfish. That's selfish and toxic.
I can't be like that if I want you. I can't. You have something going
so
for
I said,
yourself.
I'm telling you, I broke her heart the same way. I didn't. I wasn't there. Okay,
I feel you.
I wasn't there. What happened was,
But you went there.
right? But I wasn't there. I was doing what I thought I needed for me in the moment because I needed to recover. But now what happens is, though, this is just human error. It wasn't the fact that I wasn't there. But now you have to deal with not this is right outside the movie because they don't talk like this. The recurrence, your absence now triggers the absence of everybody else that's been absent. Even with my situation, her beef wasn't just with me.
Right.
Her beef, I triggered the beef she had with her father, with 3 other lovers. Yeah. So this sent her to a whole nother mental space for my situation. Right.
John said the ending was toxic and terror-based character.
So then, for him, it very much the same thing. What was his dad? Because that was like, oh, you left me. Oh, you left. Yeah. The movie getting into this,
but he was disappointed with his dad because he found out his dad was cheating on his
right.
mom.
So you're absent. You're not here. You're not loyal. You're not dedicated.
But the thing is, she never shut the door on being there. She just said he wanted to talk out on the bleachers. He was having a selfish moment. Let's talk out on the bleachers. And she said, let's continue this conversation. It was still in a safe space where she didn't have a roommate. Nobody would heard the conversation.
But let's be admit, that moment to talk is limited. It's here and now.
But that's still toxic. It's still toxic.
Walking and talking, you have those best conversations late night on the way to in the midst of going somewhere and y'all just having that conversation.
Quincy was being selfish and he was being correct.
I believe that the moment for me open was the moment that he had open. And to readjust anything right now, I'm leaving. And granted, I'm not saying she even had to stay.
Right.
You didn't have to stay.
That's a fact.
Whatever. But we want to.
But he wanted her to stay and forfeit her opportunity to start. Just because he was having a
and she didn't, and that's just this life.
But it's still, I just still think it's a toxic movie. And people be like, "Oh, this is the best love story ever." No, it's not. That's like when they said Will and James.
It's real. It's
relationship goal.
It's everybody in the hood right now.
It's real.
It's the drug dealer who's trying to make it, trying to hold the girl back, and I don't want it, but I'm about to rap it. And I got caught. Now we're out. Back together.
She in school. He like,
she a nurse. He a rapper.
She got a full-time job. He working on the big stage.
He working
on the big stage.
He got bars. He really
It's 8 Miles mixed with love and basketball.
His friends don't tell him that he can't rap.
But no, like just me personally, I just don't like when people be like, "Oh my God, that's like a great love story." No.
But you know what it is? It is love tested and tried.
I give you that.
Absolutely.
Splashed him with a lot of toxicity.
But love had tested and tried. Tested and tried.
I will give you that. And
I took it anyway.
He said, I threw spade.
Legit, you need to have a job as a professional antagonist. If the antagonist was getting paid,
if you don't antagonize.
Because people don't know, that's how I read the scriptures. I read the scripture as if, wait, I know what the story's saying. I know how we said it. But what are the other mindsets in the room? Point of view. So I don't know why he got.
That's how I've been reading Genesis. I'm like, yo, like right now, kind of mad at Jacob. I'm mad at Rebecca. Like I'm mad at everybody. And this is bad because it's like it's not like I ain't know the story already. It ain't like I ain't read the story already. You know, like I ain't never heard no word on the story already. It's just like. I'm just like.
Are we coming in now?
Oh no, we got time. But the 8:50 break. We don't come back until 9:10.
Okay.
So it's always that 20-minute longer break.
Hold on.
Sharita said, "Love and basketball is a real and very akin to how relationships develop. There were toxic moments, but every relationship has them."
No, facts. I'm saying my wife. When my wife starts sleep. Yeah. No, she's not. No, but it's but yeah, man, it's crazy.
Is Trey sticking his tongue in his sleep?
Oh, he does. He does. Please.
Like,
Get yours.
That movie eating everything.
It's there for you.
No, that's why I freaked out because I thought that when she texted, I was like, "Oh God, is he
That
allergic?"
boy eat pizza, shrimp, steak, bread. Please.
Well, no, because when they said no chocolate, I thought it was more like an allergy than.
Nope. But even if it was, thank you. Because they to feed him stuff. The see, he had shrimp, peanut butter, now chocolate, sausage, biscuit, pizza, chicken.
Okay.
That's why he be busting out his onesie. He be real. That's why Trey is thick. He got his father. He got his father's palate.
Lobster boil.
Crab sandwich, boy. Come on.
Lobster cake.
Hot Cheetos.
Oh, but that was a
You
get
going to
back.
jail.
That was a get back because Ashanti said she was gonna give him hot Cheetos.
His wife gave him his wife. My wife. His wife gave him hot Cheetos a couple days ago. Suckers. Ridiculous.
Like when he wake up, you gonna be mad.
I'm not, listen, he grow, he gonna right back to you. If not, I will put him on the floor his iPad and let him be free. I do not put the chains on my restrictions on that boy. No. That's why he can be out of control. Why would he sit down? I just let him free. You know? Yeah. I don't fight the wave, I just go with it. Okay.
Then you need to be that free with your daughter gonna go.
Huh?
You heard me.
They gonna be okay. They gonna be good. I'm gonna give them the same freedom he got. I ain't got no beef with that. Just because I'm not gonna be touching them and be around them, everybody. All right. Ooh. And he got an assignment on his life. You better watch it. 6 months, 8 months, 9 months apart. That don't make no sense. Perfect. No fact. Yeah. No. My daughter's gonna be bougie and free, uppity. You a smart man. I forgot all about the box.
Yo, I thought you enjoyed yesterday.
I hate the refrigerator.
Yo, it's 2 whole boxes of Timbits. I was like, I didn't know how many people was gonna be.
That red velvet was
I wasn't thinking about it since I walked in.
I'm about to buy another Keurig. I've been eating the dip coffee. I need a coffee milk. I need a collaboration.
I really do need a Keurig because my Tim Hortons budget. That's right. Like yesterday, I did entirely no cooking yesterday. I have never been to 3 different places to eat throughout the day ever in my life. Like yesterday, it was like, okay, breakfast. Okay, I had some lunch. Okay, we left Bible study. I was like, I don't feel like cooking nothing. Let me get a ham and Swiss from Tim Hortons. Like
days when I'm home, I start cooking dinner at 12 o'clock. I get it now, Grandma. So, Grandma, I get it now. I'm talking about the food with y'all all day. I'm gonna start cooking right now for tonight.
Okay, so Daniel, because you wasn't at the Bible study yesterday, I gotta ask you this question because this question started a whole bunch of laughing and clowning. And Sharita, you on here? Please feel free to input. When you know you get ready to come off a fast. Do you start cooking
right
before the time? So when if you come off your fast at 2 o'clock, is your food done by 2 o'clock? So at 2:01, you got snacks.
If I can, I will.
I start cooking at 12 o'clock. This is all right. I mean, we were fasting and we had I wanted ribs when we were done. Okay, yeah, not a problem. So ribs take 2 hours to cook. So mid-afternoon, I'm about ribs wrapped in the oven, bacon, sides made. I ain't got to taste nothing. I know what I'm doing already. Boom, boom, boom. 2 o'clock came, fast was over. the food was done, cut the oven off, and just shelter out a little bit. But I know what I want to eat is really accessible.
Right.
And then I ate it and destroyed it, and it was delicious. You know, they
Class
said,
was over. Then
they say,
In my head, it's like,
no, they say,
Mia said yes as soon as 2:01 hit the clock. Hit that clock, I'm ready. Like, I said this in Bible study yesterday. I said when I'm at home and I'm fasting, like I'm in the presence of God, like it's just me and Jesus.
Right.
The time really doesn't matter because we've had times where we have like fasted and stuff like that. Okay, fasting at 4:00. I've been with the Lord so much that 5:00, 5:30 hit. And I'm like, oh, it's 5:30. I can eat now.
Mhm.
But when I am running
mine is
from
different.
like radio station to school to work, then trying to come home, like soon as it's over, I'm like, my body is like, yo, we need to eat.
But mine is different. When I'm running, if I'm
if I'm busy,
if I'm busy and fasting, I'm not even thinking to eat. I'm just whatever I eat, I'm gonna eat.
Right.
But when I'm home,
Sharita's answers.
I take time with the Lord. I take time with the Lord and I cook. Like, Father, I thank you for your goodness and your mercy. You are amazing. You are God. You are supreme. But the seasoning, I'm out.
Sharita said, heck, she has a greens and turkey butts in the
All right.
cooker.
Come on,
The kitchen in the oven, slow and low.
Right. Just let it. I don't have to check. Let it do what it do.
I'm gonna let it do what it do.
I'm gonna let it do what it do.
I'm gonna let it do what it do.
Yo.
Because my joint be in the crock pot. Simple.
I just say,
Getting tender.
I'm just saying this one.
Crock ain't, man. Crock ain't nothing.
Yo, I feel next time I make a pot roast, I promise I'm gonna bring you some, even though I still ain't got my ribs yet. Or my jerk chicken. But like literally I put the roast in the crock pot. That thing was so tender and flavorful and delicious. I was just like, thank you, God. Like you ever just eat something and just want to give God worship because it's delicious.
No, you know when it's good, I'd be like, who invented this? Like, who made the decision to cut this piece of meat to put these? I never like, who invented yogurt? Like, who put this yogurt together? You always have that.
They had to let it get spoiled and figure some stuff
Yeah,
out.
facts. Who was it in 1983?
Is that thick milk? Like,
You can't waste it though. We can't waste it though.
But like, who thought to put like
We can't waste it. though.
Oreo and fruit pieces in it? Like, you know what? We just don't.
no, for real. Like, who came up with the parfait?
Yeah. Thank you for the parfait.
No, for real.
That's probably a black man.
Facts.
Like, what made this a black man?
I always say a black man, even if it wasn't a black man, until somebody prove me wrong, it's a black man. So but on fasting, though, I was like, shoot, my girlfriend was like, damn, she was like, I don't never see you fast, you don't fast. I was like,
You're not supposed to know I'm
I
fast.
was like, I was like, because I don't follow nobody fast, and I don't follow no fast calendar. I was like, I'm not Catholic, I don't do Lent. It was like, can't nobody push me to fast. I fast because I want to be, because I need something from the Lord. So I fast. I was like, you might not even know. I was like, I haven't watched anime in 3 weeks. Probably been fasting that whole time. You don't even know.
No.
So I've been doing. It's just been me and the Lord.
She said, I don't follow no fast calendar.
It been me, the Lord, the radio station. That's all it is.
That's funny. I'm sorry, you said, I don't follow no fast calendar.
Now, if the bishop say we fasted, fine, but different.
Friday 716, your boy Big Frank, like to the Big Frank in the morning. What is what's up? I pray all is well. My homegirl Jake Cherie, the Dark Knight, my boy Kevin in the building.
And baby.
Little
Little
Frank
foot.
is in the background.
Little foot
Little foot.
Little foot asleep.
Dreaming of Elmo.
Speaking in tongues in his sleep.
Because he do, and listen, I'm recording my time. Y'all understand. He like,
You better worship. You better worship that.
like, boy, now.
Dog,
He is interceding.
In the womb.
That's
all he heard.
All right out.
He didn't hear his dad from the
I
womb.
told my wife, what you say, talking? Mommy said you had a dream, and this is. Ooh. Good night. You can save the word for the morning. You don't have to make it. It's longer in the morning.
So be like, he gonna come in the room while y'all sleep. Be like, Mom, Dad, so we need to go to the store and get this because the Lord said I'm about to work this out and connect you to this millionaire. Good night.
Well, okay.
Like thus said
I'm
the
looking at
prophet.
my wife. Who got this one?
Yeah.
All right, so hot topic real quick. Jada has responded and calls for healing.
Yes, Jada said, before you get angry, let me just get it out. Okay. Jada said this is going to be, after the incident, this is a time of healing between obviously her, Chris Rock, and her husband. My interpretation of this is it's a red table getting ready to happen. Because no, she was saying Chris Rock did issue, an apology to her, and so she doesn't want in her language. I'm using Jada language. She doesn't want the bad vibes between their relationship because they were friends. So now this is a time of healing. But like I said, last time she used the word time of healing, it was a red table talk. So if it happens, I'm probably not gonna watch.
I feel she's like watching me cry. That's that random. That was a terrible statement to say.
She's evil. She just wants to exceed her power over men.
Or maybe she actually does want healing in the relationship, because situations like that with people feeding into it, because every human on earth has said their input.
Rightfully so.
And rightfully so, but it's kind of like, let us focus on the healing of the relationship.
Then just do it. Don't tell us.
Thank you. You on TV.
Well, I guess they asked for a statement from her, and that was her
speak
statement.
lying. That's okay. After the incident, okay, Chris Rock apologized. Will apologize. Jada, gone. And if y'all want to self-heal, y'all handle y'all business, because what's going to happen is the society is going to continue to talk and give their opinion for the next 3 consecutive months. They're going to continue to give their thoughts until something else pop up that's bigger and brighter than what y'all got going
Until
on.
Kanye does something.
Yeah, I mean, because my boy Kanye,
quiet right now.
On the way.
Rest of my brother, rest, okay? Be great, be grand, and be mighty, okay? No, but definitely,
Take your rest, sir.
if you just got to do it, and the guys have to do it, and know that it's okay, that we're good among us, and let the people assume what they want to assume without knowing the details.
Right.
You can, because I just.
In that same vein, if your heal was to heal, just go and heal, fam. Like, ain't nobody.
Right. I don't hear my right sky telling my left sky, hey, bro, I need to heal these cells over here. No, just do it. Just do it. Just go ahead and make it happen.
But maybe that's because she felt a need of obligation to actually. Because everybody else, Will made his statement, Chris Rock made his statement, so it's kind of just
like. So does Zelda make his? Terrence Berry make his?
Right.
Who else does the Oscars?
Samuel Jackson, Michael Jackson, everybody make
Beyonce, Jay-Z.
Everybody.
Talk about my name is.
Listen,
the white people.
Minding my business.
Just minding my business.
Minding my business, but leave me be. Like, it was already a shocker number one.
They said nothing. Because
it's not even the slap that is. It is the fact that, because when the slap, we thought y'all still playing.
You're right.
It's not that. It's the vocabulary was after. This is the verbal assault to the. Keep my wife's neck. I can get it in my head. I woke up this morning and said, "You better free me, Lord." No, I think I pray that they fix it. I pray that they repair it. Do what they have to do. But other news though, Justice League actor Ezra Miller arrested.
Yeah, for public disturbance.
He
was drunk.
But my thing is, I don't understand why that made the news. Like a public being drunk.
Because he's a celebrity. One
thing I get it more because he was in Hawaii. It ain't that many people there. Like, so we knew that you was there. We all knew you was there. So I get that, but at the same time, I don't know. And even in my mind, like, he's not even that important of an actor. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I seen the pictures. I don't know.
You didn't know who he was. You know what I'm saying?
I think he played the Flash.
He played the Flash in the Justice League.
Nobody's seen him anyway.
Well, if you watch the long one, like, he got way more time. But
yeah, it was just because he was drunk and being drunk and being belligerent that he made the news, because he is in fact a celebrity.
Right.
Yeah. Also, President Biden signs the anti-lynching legislation.
So now
I'm not about to talk about that. Right now.
It's a federal crime now.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
No, because it was always illegal to lynch people, but now it's a federal hate crime.
I'm gonna get mad. I don't want to talk about it.
Murder is a federal hate crime. Like, this has
been a piece of legislation that has been pushed back consistently since the incident with Emmett Till, because once Emmett Till was murdered the way that he was, this piece of legislation has been presented since 1955. It has literally took this long to say, you know what, this is probably a hate crime.
Only part because we're dying every day.
You know what? I'm gonna say this.
Say it.
Say it as
all,
say
which is all I'm gonna say.
As a vocal black.
As a vocal black man. Okay. Bull! One is how I feel.
Okay.
But also, like, come on, y'all. Like, what the freak? Like, lynching has always been a thing. It's always been a problem. Like, y'all, and it's aggravating because stuff like this don't, like, now, how many years have it been?
Too many
years since somebody, and then mind you, like somebody got lynched like
a couple years ago.
Last year, bruh, what you mean, like to make it a federal
hate crime.
If they make it a federal hate crime, if you want me to be less aggravated about it taking so long, I need people to start serving sentences randomly. I was like, you did it to Bill Cosby, so do it to anybody else. Stop it.
That part.
We're not going to debate about Bill Cosby because Bill Cosby did it to
No,
himself.
what I'm saying is, you put him in jail. He was old, about to die anyway. Do it to them.
No, those who've been lynching folks.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying
get them.
Change their sentences.
Yeah.
Facts.
Like
run it back is what I'm saying.
Run it back.
Reparations.
No, facts.
free movie.
No, this is going down this one. When we get back, we're gonna talk about the local news, man. Buffalo, the change. Yeah. Yesterday was crazy. It's going down. 5716, your boy Big Frank in the morning. Let's go. Let's get it.
I was scared for my life after I left Dayton. Well, no, I wasn't. But my Quita was scared for my life when I was leaving Dayton. I was like, what you talking about? I was like, I can North Buffalo.
We legit need a broom, and because we can't get ants in here. It's donut everywhere.
It'll be all right.
No, because remember the last time we
Yeah,
had
the last time they ain't had no killer on there. Yeah, they've been tested and proven. I put some home defense.
Okay.
That's definitely a real thing.
You said you tested
What?
it.
That thing worked.
Facts.
What? No spiders, no bug, no nothing.
What works?
Ortho home defense.
Oh,
yeah. That's
Hey, that's enough of them.
Yeah,
That's enough of them. Yeah, that's spray by your cousin then.
my mommy.
Every crevice,
Every corner.
corner. Man.
Okay, so I need that because in the summertime, carpenters, and I clean consistently, but carpenters are reckless in my house. And then downstairs, my downstairs.
I didn't think it's my aunts because I clearly forgot. I'm like, carpenters, ooh, carpenters come to your house.
Trying to keep some carpenters out.
I know, right? It ain't so good money though.
Okay, let me be specific. Carpenter ants. So you ain't letting Jesus people in? That's what you're saying? But no, carpenter ants is ridiculous, and that's the only thing I don't like about it. No matter how clean your apartment is, they come in full force and disrespectful. So if I know that works like that,
no, for sure.
Especially like I said, because my neighbor downstairs.
But it don't work for specific, just ants, every bug.
Yeah.
Every bug.
Put it in your basement.
You know you grown when you walking down the street with a cup.
With a mug.
He owned a building in the other corner.
Mug full of coffee.
They open up an Indian restaurant next year.
I was
gonna say soon. What?
Come on, samosas.
we got 600.
No, for real.
It's 1. It's 3 on third. Okay. Then you go on the other side. It's 1 at the other end of third. Oh my God. It's 6 bodegas. Oh God, enough is enough.
I love
I'm gonna throw this out
Listen,
here.
I love a bodega.
Love me a bodega. I ain't never gonna talk down on no bodega now.
I'm gonna throw this
Speaking
out
of
for somebody
bodegas,
to grab it.
I need to go to grandma's.
If you can get a Indian soul food fusion spot,
That'd be wild.
your life would be different because you will cater to the tourists and the community at the same time. I'm just saying. I'm not going to
But I like
give my fried chicken.
I want to go.
I miss
It's an
it.
African restaurant in Buffalo.
Yes. Look at me. I was in the club.
ready?
Today. You know? I gotta get with my phone.
Go to that spot to get us some fufu. And
No.
we gotta go.
Yes, I want some.
Igusi soup?
Yeah,
Just
my people.
No,
We
facts.
don't
I got
need
an
no
African
somewhere.
coworker. He put me down on it all. He was like,
I see somebody posted and they said, "Oh, that's buffalo."
The food of my people. After that.
Facts.
And it look clean inside.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking.
I just seen a man. I just
No.
found out where man.
I don't know dirty Africans.
Really?
No,
Yeah, yeah.
I was
said
driving
what?
by
I
a
do not know
combo.
dirty Africans.
Mhm.
I do.
I'm not.
Well,
He said I don't know dirty Africans. I said I know some dirty.
Oh, yeah, I know.
A little dirty heart.
Yeah.
Good your immune system.
We come from there.
It's kind of like Waffle House.
I don't do Waffle House though.
Almost a little different.
Yeah, that it come with the territory.
I do not do Waffle House outside of Cotton Picking South.
No, facts. That makes sense to me. That makes sense to me.
Ooh, that's a fact. So
That makes-
like outside of Georgia,
Outside
North
of
Carolina,
the South
There's a
where
Waffle
people
House
was
in Ohio. Like
Oh, yeah, I'm not going
2.5
to
hours away from there.
Not
It's
going.
delicious.
they do not. They have never picked cotton in Ohio.
I've had it.
Never.
I've had it.
Yo.
Nah.
Country only. No.
Country
Because like legit, if I walk into a Waffle House and there isn't a little bit of stickiness, I'm suspicious. Just do it. Except for the one in North Carolina.
Y'all must not be cooking enough.
Right.
Here.
Except for the one in North Carolina that my sister took me to. Like that one was clean, but she a foodie, so I knew she would take me someplace that disrespected God. You know? But like I have been into some Waffle Houses where it's been superbly clean, and I was like, this food gonna be trash. Like I know it, and the food was trash. Like the cook wasn't missing no teeth.
That's what add a little extra salt. It's the extra butter. It's the extra salt that's not in the recipe. Like all the like, yo, where's
Strawberry
butter
waffles.
going?
Strawberry waffles that's not on the menu. You know what I'm saying?
The
Like,
merchandise.
If your cook got all his teeth and don't smell like Newports, I'm suspicious.
If
outside smoking when I
Right.
I'm pulling off.
if the white woman that's smoking at the register, I don't
Right,
know.
Sharita said it. Welcome to Waffle House. If they don't say that to you, you need to walk out. You need to walk out.
A new location.
It's like when I walk into-
all in my
It's like when I walk to Moe's, if I'm here walking to Moe's, I'm like, y'all not real.
Yeah, not real.
If you walk in a Waffle House and there ain't one person in there who elbow look like a ham bone,
You know?
not good.
You know?
That's
In
not good.
the same old head that you see on McDonald's is sitting over there in the corner. I need to
If they hear that not like this,
I need to
it
know.
ain't good. It ain't good. It ain't
For real.
all these Waffle Houses with these people with a 72 piece, they looking too
Right.
clean. I have a problem with it.
And ratchet young kids, like just talking to each other all types of ways while we in Waffle House. That's all.
If you ain't been robbed, I can't shop with you.
If you don't look like you got stripes,
If I walk in here late and I'm not like, I might have to leave soon, I'm not in the right Waffle
if you don't
House.
look like you have at least one stripe against you, I'm suspicious.
You know, like,
But no, like there's some gas stations though. I
I
have
need to
people
go
gas
there and
stations.
be like, yo,
And
somebody
be like,
else.
this ain't safe. And walk like, you know what? I don't even need gas.
The
I don't
wrong
even
person
need-
can walk in here and start a fight at any time. This is what I'm waiting for.
For sure.
I've been waiting for this the whole time.
Mm-mm.
Yo, let me get 2 of them things.
Got a question for y'all, location wise on that part doesn't count. Best Chinese restaurant.
Jefferson Broadway.
Yes. Oh, but I can't. I don't have a best though.
You
The
know?
rice.
I'm sorry, Sharita said if they ain't shooting in the parking lot, the food ain't
Talk about it. That's a fact.
If they not shooting,
That's a fact.
Hunt and walk. And
Jade-
It's like if I go
Jade
to
is not.
I
Is
go
a
to
no
I
go.
have a not a lot of
Jade
money.
is-
Jade is a no go. Hewitt and Bailey is a go for me.
Yeah,
Really?
Absolutely.
No.
Wait a minute, am I
Hewitt.
thinking?
Oh, they
Firehouse.
Okay, where the place where they change
Little
their name
small
every
joints,
3 years.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's it.
They're good.
No, they do.
I want to say Genesee and Bailey.
You talking
And
about like,
Jefferson. Those
Definitely.
and-
For me,
Jefferson.
Harlem and
hold you up.
Kensington in that
I
plaza.
know Harlem and Kensington is my
Harlem and
second.
Kensington
That's my
in that plaza
second.
is
That's
good.
my second.
They make a really good
I'm
crab.
at Broadway and Strauss.
Facts.
The cleanest
Absolutely.
Chinese spot I ever seen.
Absolutely.
that's-
Full good.
For sure.
See y'all.
Oh, and the one at University Plaza. They play Christian music in there.
Oh, word.
I've never been.
They
I've
can't
never
even.
been.
The food is actually like really good. Like it tastes like
Like,
it tastes organic. They don't think they drag the deer from the back. Like
Yeah.
I like it though. Kill it. But
But the one on
I wanna get the chicken crack.
on Bailey and Genesee is trash.
That's like a.
It's trash. The one across the street from McDonald's.
Yeah. I had that.
Trash. I've never seen a place destroy chicken fingers and chicken wings.
I don't eat nothing in that specific area. Like,
no, there's a restaurant on Genesee.
In that specific area.
Not that far away from where the old 7-Eleven used to be. I'm not gonna put their name out there because they're not paying. On Genesee, so the old 7-Eleven on Genesee, near East End.
Yes.
And then that place diagonal from there. Is where, like that food, their food is actually really good.
The bar? Or next to the bar?
Next to the bar.
Okay, yes, their food is great.
It's right, so if you're coming down Genesee.
Fish.
Yeah.
Yes.
Coming down Genesee, there's a 7-Eleven, then there's like the pizza spot. That next restaurant, it has the word edge in it. That's all I'm gonna say. Their food is actually good.
Yes, absolutely.
It's just a lot of people don't know about that.
Okay, it is. It's something.
But definitely, bro. Bro and Jeff is
yes.
my number one.
Okay. All right.
Bro and Jeff is my number one.
You said Edge.
The rice.
Edge is the bar.
Yeah.
That's the bar?
Yes.
Okay, but their food in there is actually
Pine
really
is
good.
next door.
Oh.
Yes.
The rice.
But the Edge restaurant,
For sure.
their food is really good. It's just like a lot of people don't know it's there because it's kind of tucked in. But I didn't know about it until I had to do a Grubhub there. I was like, oh, this place exists. But the food is actually really good. Yeah. But best Chinese, yeah. Kensington and Harlem.
I'm gonna say
they might, like I said, they my second. They my second.
Nobody's
only, but they also only my second.
The Chinese are so sufficient that there's no commercial for Chinese spots.
That's a fact.
Yeah, I'm
always looking for one.
it's like Kirby, word of mouth.
But at the same time, if I'm on the west side, I will only eat Chinese food at the Marshall Plaza. I will not eat Chinese food anywhere else.
Marshall Plaza
on the west side.
on Delaware.
Yeah, it's the only place I will eat it. And it's not even because it's the best, because it's great. It's just that every other place on the west side is trash, which is weird because all the Asian people live over there. I find this so weird.
Honestly, I'm gonna say this.
But I feel like
have
all the best
haters.
Asians live in the
The
hood.
Chick-fil-A here is trash
Compared to the South,
compared to the South.
I think that's saying. I'll say this. I have got a Chick-fil-A head.
Anything
I'm
that
not,
started in the South
is not a
never gonna be great.
I ain't got Chick-fil-A.
The only place
I love
that like
Chick-fil-A.
came here
I go to like
that's still good is Sonic.
I love
But Chick-fil-A,
I like it.
I like
Chick-fil-A
Sonic.
before Sonic.
Me too.
Every time.
Every time.
So Sonic don't hold me for nothing.
No.
Every single
I
time.
went there just.
I go to Sonic. I only go to Sonic
I
only go for Sonic for milkshakes. I don't go there for nothing else.
because their strawberry
Ice
cheesecake
cream and
milkshake
fire.
is the business.
Fire. They straws be
I've
like
been twice.
this big, but like it's fire.
I've been to Sonic a few times in my entire life.
And because after 8 o'clock, you get half off on
Right.
They have a 4 to 8.
Oh,
Half off.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
that's why. It's
But their
nothing wrong.
milkshake,
But their
is
milkshakes be like
delicious.
it'd be like this big.
Yeah. I had a milkshake one time.
Yeah,
And they got the best ice.
they do.
For sure. They definitely got the best ice.
But I'm not like having Chick-fil-A down south and then they trying it here. I was just like,
You can tell the difference.
You can definitely tell the difference, but like it's
even though their macaroni and cheese is
but compared
delicious.
to other chicken sandwiches up here, Chick-fil-A.
Like every time I go like to Burger King or McDonald's and get a chicken sandwich,
Trash.
and then I drive past Chick-fil-A, I be like,
I did myself a disservice.
I'm unfulfilled.
I did myself a disservice.
I'm for the Polynesian sauce.
That's it.
I don't go with any sauce.
For
That's
me,
me straight.
that's it for me.
The
And
Polynesian
it's
The
sauce.
the Polynesian and the Chick-fil-A though.
Yeah, the chicken is a good. It's
But
a
you
good.
dip that Polynesian
They got
in the
the milkshakes
fries,
there too.
and the fries, it just be like,
You got the milkshakes there and
It's the
everything.
waffle.
it's yeah.
Like if your French fry isn't a close to the waffle fry, like Burger King, you know what I'm saying? I can't rock it. Like
Wendy's fries have gotten a little too salty. Every Wendy's I went to, I feel like I'm a happy.
That's because at Wendy's they started using sea
Sea
salt.
Facts. Yeah.
I was like, this is salty. But I can't eat fries like that anymore. My body doesn't really rock with fries like that.
I'm not a French fry person.
First hand in the back. So we went to a McDonald's or whatever, and they had gave my order to the car in front of me by mistake, and they handed it back. I put up, listen, the sandwiches is cool, change them fries because I know before anything happens, you touch them fries. I don't know what we realized what was wrong. Easy, press her hand, face to the seat. That's what we're gonna do. Give me the fries.
That's
I'll
it.
pull around. What? Huh? I'll pull around.
I'll pull around.
Thank you.
Josh said that he said don't sleep on the Chinese food place on Elmwood and North. I've never been to
Elmwood and North.
I don't like that Chinese.
That's a fact. I've never
tried the one on
Yeah,
Elmwood.
you know what?
I mean, you go to
Those
school,
for the
Josh.
college kids.
Yeah, those are college. But that's
That's
what
college kids eating
Josh
over
live
here.
over there.
Oh, fact. Right,
So,
right.
like, you know. But yeah, no.
This is
Yeah,
the longest break ever.
I might try it.
Huh?
I said this is the
It's
longest
like
break.
that happened fucking 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
We did?
Yeah, we did.
She tired. She is
But
tired.
like,
She's
yeah, Chinese
exhausted.
food, yeah, definitely. Yeah. Broadway just
She is
got
so
the best.
tired.
They have the best rice. That's how I
Yeah.
like it. Their rice is the best.
All right, so I'm gonna put it out there.
Okay.
Street Asian food
Okay.
has the best Asian food anytime.
You talking about the joint that's on over there on Elmwood?
Yes.
Word.
Yes.
I ain't gonna lie, been meaning to go there.
It tastes so much fresh. It tastes fresh.
Been meaning to go there, haven't went there because my thought process is if I go over there, I have to go to Winkings. So,
Nah, bro, get that out your mind.
and Winkings be closed every time I go over
You said
there.
Winkings?
Winkings.
I would Kings.
Winkings is tired. It's expensive.
I had it one time and I was underwhelmed.
Yeah, because it was
What did
like
you get?
I could have got these at Lenovo's or somewhere else.
Well, I don't know because see, to be honest, I don't eat a bunch of different kinds of stuff because I'm not big on sauce. Like I like barbecue sauce. I don't like anything hot or anything crazy like that. So like when I go there, I get like the salt and pepper wings and I get like the honey barbecue joint.
Sharita said that's like the Bojangles and Cookout in Maryland is trash compared to the Bojangles and Cookout in North Carolina where they originate. Cookout is the will of God. No, like seriously, don't leave Earth without going to Cookout just one time.
No, for sure.
Like I have never seen so much food for a little price, but the food be so delicious. Like I gotta get a double hush puppies because it's just delicious.
Ooh, now I want to go to Denny's. See, I told myself I was going to go see my auntie today.
But yeah, if y'all in the mood for Chinese,
Go there and get some rice.
Street Asian.
I might go there.
And read the menu, go through all that. The curry, crack.
Word. So you're saying that's the best?
That
That's
sounds
the
like
best.
New York
Chinese.
City.
Asian, like they do like pho, or that's Japanese.
That's
No, that's Vietnamese.
Vietnamese. Got you. Yeah.
Being that
But
Japan.
it's a close
Sato's,
It's a close,
Sato's ramen.
comparison to Chinese food,
Mhm.
but it's more or less like
It's the street food.
it's
Like,
street food. Yeah.
So I mean, like, they don't have
There's a spot over there by off Maple near what's that cookie spot over
the
there?
Sato's is fire.
Insomnia. There's a Chinese restaurant over that way. That's like it's your corner Chinese, but just fresher.
Yeah.
And it ain't the
It
10
tastes-
It don't, you know.
It's in that plaza, but that's
Yeah.
also because that's where all the Asian.
In fact, no, all of them.
But
It's crumble
UB
cookie as good as it say they say it is.
inside, yes, it is. Inside UB North, they have a Chinese place in there. Like
Yes,
a Japanese
yeah.
place in there.
Oh, word?
You know, at
Yeah.
the school
Yeah,
near a
that's
library.
Well, UB North have everything.
Yeah, because I've been there. And they make it like the Asian people there.
Because I came up on Insomnia cookies doing Uber Lyft.
What's it
I
called?
found Insomnia.
Yeah.
But everybody said that crumble cookie is better than Insomnia.
Yeah, I haven't had crumble yet.
I've never had crumble, but Insomnia is fire, and they ice cream is also good.
I have yet to try. it.
Insomnia cookie is good.
And Insomnia open until like 4 o'clock.
They open it for because it's
What?
because
It's
they'll
for the
deliver
college- it's
warm
for the college-
cookies to
it's
your
for the
like to
college
your
kids.
Oh,
house.
gotcha.
It's for the college kids.
That's
so,
why
like-
they put it
like,
out there.
You know, like I done got off work late. I had to work a double. Got off work at 12. Went to Insomnia Cookie and get there till 9 o'clock, and they open.
They're open till 4 o'clock in the morning.
Gotcha. They serve food or just cookies?
Just cookies. Cookies, brownies.
A little bit of cake, I
Yeah.
think.
Okay.
But like people love it because you get the cookies and they're
serve food.
fresh and
They only
warm.
like one thing I don't know what it is,
It's
but
like-
they sell milk.
They hand the box in your hand and all the cookies are warm.
Nice.
And it's just
Yeah, because they got the cookies that's in the front, but they always go in the back and get your cookies.
Gotcha. What song is that?
Fire 716, your boy Big Frank, like to the Big Frank in the morning. What's up? That was the Timers, Madam Butterfly. Okay, that's old school classic. Somebody supposed to sample that. I forgot who sampled it, but I'll tell you that.
I'm gonna look into it.
Listen, you like in the building with Big Frank in the morning. Jake Cherie, Kev in the Dark Knight, Littlefoot, sleep. That's all you do. Let me tell you what he do. Let me tell you who he is.
You.
Outside of home, he's just gonna rest. I'm not about to play with y'all. I'm just chilling. Be in my little zone. If it's new territory or I'm not comfortable, I'm going to sleep. Just be where I'm at. When I get home, I'm gonna bounce. like it's nobody's tomorrow. It's gonna put my show on TV and I'm gonna have a good time because I love being at home. He's just not
A homebody.
He's a
But most of his life he's been in church. Like he has waking up in church, going to sleep in church, waking back up in church. Like
that is only on Sunday.
I knew Trey was over church during convocation because like Trey woke up and was just like, yeah, like why am I here?
No, he like the Lord. He don't give the preacher no break. He want to preach when the preacher preach.
He preaches when you preach.
No, listen, Elaine was talking, was preaching on Sunday, and he was okay. This is not your time. Okay, you call those shine takers. You don't do that. You don't do shine takers. Okay.
He had a word from the Lord.
Hold it. This is the problem with people now. You gotta hold the word. Just wait until it's your time. So yesterday in the city of Buffalo, there were 3 officers who got shot in a high-speed chase that went through the city of Buffalo, West Seneca. I used to remember somebody cheated walking like this was definitely crazy. It ended on East Ferry and Fillmore from the Chinese spot in the gas station.
Chinese spot still have business though.
Right. Because people, and this is the part that's crazy for me. The officers, they're 2 of them are stable. One's already been released.
Yeah.
But the confidence that we have to record, while bullets
flying
are fume. I wish I would have had the track on the joint.
When I tell you, black people are really like, you know.
And they wasn't even in the house recording. They was
outside.
They were at the gas station.
They are cameramen
hanging out their cars
they out here
with their phones across the windshield.
The same person to record I seen was somebody who recorded from their house upstairs.
Oh, see.
But everybody else,
not safe.
no, cover the kids.
They be out here like Maury cameraman, bro. I'm telling you.
But like the shooting, I don't know. The suspect.
They're in custody.
They're in custody, but the name hasn't been released.
They have.
The fact that they're still alive is great.
There was a couple of them though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You with us for the next 22 minutes. Sir.
And
That's all. Okay.
And it was just crazy. And they say it started with a traffic stop and a traffic stop that started at the foot of ferry. It looked suspicious.
Right.
Then they started to run, like
pulled off.
But the fact, watch this,
somebody was driving dirty.
But the fact that they were driving, running away, and had time to pull over to let somebody out and continue to go.
That's a fact.
And they have no idea what happened to the person that got out. They don't even know.
Oh, he had product on him.
He was good.
I'm not with this. Get me.
Right.
No.
Get me out of here.
No, let me out. No, let me out the court.
My thing is the amount of space that you have between you and the cops to let somebody out. It's real. Like,
but then
y'all pulled off.
That person had packages on him, like don't let them.
But
y'all pulled off. Y'all put the whole foot in.
And the officers that were shot were like shot like in the chest through the window. So that means that somebody's in the car shooting back at them.
Right.
This is not a game. This is a movie scene.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. I was like, yo, yesterday, man.
This is crazy.
If somebody made a movie about all the stuff that happened yesterday, I would watch it because I want to see.
Right, and there was a shooting in Cancun. It was a live shooter at the Cancun airport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, there's somebody got robbed yesterday on Facebook Live.
And then another person
On
was
Facebook. Yo.
Another person was actually banned from riding Southwest because he punched the ticket person in the face.
That's what you get.
But then also though, these 2 young kids, the young lady was in the bathroom playing with a gun with her cousin or whatever. She shot her cousin, just played around by mistake, then shot herself. Playing around in the bathroom. Once she realized that she had shot him, she then turned the gun and shot herself. And she was on Facebook. They was on Facebook Live.
And 2 babies actually was playing with a gun on TikTok, and one of them shot the other one.
Wow.
On TikTok.
What's up with these?
So you irresponsible gun owners,
right?
Lock your guns up. This is part of the classes that they teach you.
Half of the gun owners are walking around illegal.
Just with no serial number on the side.
And also, I think just putting it up on the shelf because kids watch and pay attention.
Absolutely.
So it has to be locked up. You got to have that security on it because
Technically, it's supposed to have no bullets in it.
yeah. So,
What?
but you know, but then
There's always one
Separate
in
the magazine.
But then though, the photos of the kid who got shot holding AK-47, just out here holding. So it's
From the bathroom story?
the bathroom story. So there's other photos of the kid holding guns anyway. And the way that it sounded, this is me using my imagination. It was a family gathering, spades or whatever. Kids going have fun, whatever, playing spades, having a good time. And then they hear these two shots go off in the bathroom, and it's like tag. And so the lives of two people,
Right?
playing around with a gun.
That's crazy.
But it's wild. But listen, when we get back, we got final thought.
better inspiration when we get back.
No,
That's a lot of death.
You know, the thing about inspiration is you got to just be honest because the fact of the matter is, I can't get you to do better if you don't know no better. Because the truth of the matter is that certain things we take for granted. We good. Put the gun on top shelf. We be they can't get it.
Yeah.
No, these kids are smart. They have availability, and then it has
Spider-Man out
But
here.
then it make you question too, like what do you allow to happen with your children? The fact that you got a gun, period. Yeah, it's funny and it's cute. No. Now we're gonna play with the weapon, and we know, guns. People kill people.
Right.
We're playing with guns, not being mature about it. And I hate to say it, like I don't know the whole cause of this whole police race either. Police race. Look at me.
Right.
The police chase. Like, what were you doing? Why are you suspicious? Why didn't you just stop? Why didn't you just go ahead and take that? What was happening here, and led to all of this to the point that the car is there's bullet holes and
over 100.
And see all this happen, and then for you to shoot at an officer, your life is all this is done.
It's a dub.
Not only one, but 3 officers are shot.
Right.
Y'all ain't no. Listen, y'all can talk the game. Y'all can talk the struggle. You can talk the streets all day long. And then that free my homie, my boy. No, they guilty for the decisions that they made because of this. No, so yeah, I know you want some happy news, but for real, at some point we got to address the real. Address your house and your home, your cousin and your nephew.
Right.
Listen, I love my stepbrother to death, and that's I love him. Period. You shot somebody though, and you got to suffer the consequences. Now you in jail. You're doing better in the confines of these walls, and I'm grateful for that. You got God. Your life is changing. You might be going, Muslim, whatever. You got God. You're working on yourself, and you're a voice in that community. So I'm grateful for this. And as much as my stepsister's right, free bro, I understand.
Yeah. But
the fact of the matter is, you made a decision
that put you there.
That put you there.
Right.
Will Smith. But listen, it's going down. Right there, we get back. We get that final thoughts going down. We'll be back in like 7 minutes. 5716. Let's go.
Yo, every chance you get, throw them under the bus.
Every time I hear the word, what's going on, Doc? You better get that final thought. How you feeling today? Good.
Sorry, he took your seat.
That's my boy. Baby Frank. No,
He like,
look, he talking to the Lord.
That's how you gonna get out of it? Yo.
He like, you aggravated.
Oh my God, he could. No. If you train them to handle the noise now, it'll be all right later on. It'll be good, because you're that different. I'll be out there building a bench or something.
I would like you to be a carpenter.
She ain't carpenter.
Out here with these carpenters. You know what I'm saying? But he get his energy so when he get home.
Yeah. I need to find me a nursery around.
I'm gonna see a sign.
One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish, knick knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. Cross in the green and never in between.
Oh, God. Dang, what's
The Rock Baller.
Oh, you don't know that song, bro? What? It's classic. Red Man. Not the name, bro. Red Man Rock Baller. What?
I want to Rock Baller. I didn't get it quick, but.
Ooh.
So
Vicious dogs.
they're not vicious. They're very loyal, dedicated.
My dog is vicious.
It's vicious. It's vicious to the end.
Vicious only comes when you're not trained properly.
Yeah, my dog not trained properly.
You want somebody to do that?
If you train your dog properly, him being vicious, it'll never be a problem. They'll only be vicious when they need to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, dogs are protectors.
They're
Pit bulls are meant to protect children.
My dog not protected
from birth.
He's one in the bathroom, right?
I'm not first of all, I'm not a dog person.
Let's go straight to
Like,
you're not an animal person.
I'm not a dog person. Like, I want dogs that if you could attack me, I could kick you. Like, so like small, like except like I always said, if I got a dog, there was going to be like a wiener dog or a teacup Yorkie, because I just think teacup Yorkies are cute. But a wiener dog, you get real reckless with your life, I'm gonna kick you.
I'm kicking the big
Like,
dog.
I don't do big dogs, like, because you gonna get a hold of me and be like how Chris Brown's housekeeper was. You gonna just sit there and take chunks out of me? No, I can't kick you because you gonna lockjaw on my leg and then it's a dub. So
I'm still gonna kick it. So
my Rottweiler when I was a kid were loyal. They were definitely protected. They only went down because they got shot protecting my father. Yeah, little raid, little raid, little raid, and the officers came in and they shot him looking for my dad. But besides that, they protected me. I wrote they should right at the back of the dogs. Like them.
That's a very funny mental image.
No, for real.
I imagine
Don't Frank on the
right.
No, but that's
You
it.
like, really, bro?
I used to walk slow, and my feet was just like Jason. And my dad would put me on the dog, and I would ride it down, right into around the corner.
Trey don't want to walk because he knows once he start walking, y'all gonna never pick him up again. And y'all got pregnant without his consent.
as long as he understands.
He's huge.
Yeah,
And he's not gonna do anything but get bigger.
yeah.
Carrying is not an option.
I've been.
It's not an option. Walk.
He just had the funny face like y'all
You
gonna
better
stop
walk.
talking about me.
You better walk to this chair. It's like, you better walk to the chair. I'm putting
He like, no, because I know this game. If I walk, y'all ain't gonna never pick me up. Y'all have new babies without my consent. I'm never gonna walk. I'm not.
You better be grateful you got some friends coming, because clearly.
Man.
He gonna see them girls and be like, bruh. You had a reaction he did in the gender reveal video. Bobby, we have a girl. Ah! that's gonna be his reaction. And then he gonna protect
You're
his
gonna
sister.
squeeze and invite them.
I didn't ask for that.
One of my girls was my biggest. Oh my lord!
I'm already used to it. I'm used to it now.
But he came out average. He just
She got fit.
Transition.
He got real cake. That's all. You know?
Milk that he could drink.
Listen, he had snacks with his milk. It was crumbling up cereal in his milk.
He's living.
He was eating Captain Crunch in this milk bottle. Just
Not Captain Crunch.
Sharita said Trey is over it. He is.
He's just your precious right now.
So.
No, I'm not gonna. Because as soon as he hear Elmo voice, that's gonna be a wake up.
He started doing Elmo size.
Raining?
Elmo. Yeah, it's supposed to rain next week. 60 today.
Oh no, that's sweet.
That's a little bit of snow sprinkled in there.
Yeah.
It says it's supposed to be 60 outside today. 6, 5, 4, 3, 7, 5. Oh, never mind. I got 26 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rapper.
Listen.
If you live in your mama garage.
If you got a couple bangers, you want to
If
get
you're
them out
working
there.
on a mixtape.
If this your first mixtape, you want to get it out there. Hit us
Listen.
up.
That's a fact. Might as well. Shoot.
Like watching.
First up, we'll see your boy, Big Frank, like the Big Frank in the morning. What's up? I pray all is well with you. Get ready to get into our final thought. Then we get ready to get out of here. I mean, somebody to break bread, break a 10-bit or something. Listen, what's your final thought for the people, Jay Cherie?
Oh, okay. We put me first on this. I guess my word for the people is stop feeding toxicity. You can't keep feeding toxicity and expect yourself not to be poisonous.
Come on.
So get to the place where you seek out healthy relationships, healthy lifestyle changes, healthy things in your life.
Facts.
Because honestly, we tired of telling you that you're toxic.
Tired. Kev? Sorry for y'all.
Just shut up. I'm gonna just say that. Shut up and listen. Like, I don't mean to be rude, but like, sometimes just listen. That's it.
You don't need everything.
Yeah, like listen.
Shut
That's
up.
it. Sit back,
Shut up.
relax, and enjoy the walk.
Shut up. Shut up.
Good night.
My man said, shut You Negroes.
Night, what you got for the people?
I'm gonna go totally left on all of that. Do not limit your Lord and Savior to your understanding.
Mm-hmm.
He is bigger than you. Don't put him in a box. He's bigger than you. Don't put him in a box.
Trey, you got anything?
Elmo, gotcha.
Hold
Elmo.
He kicking. He's like, wait, I don't have
today, I don't think I have a nursery rhyme.
Okay, I got one for you.
Uh-oh.
If you want to be somebody,
Huh?
you want to go somewhere,
Come on.
wake up and pay attention.
Come on.
Make it work.
If you want to be somebody,
Uh-huh.
and if you want to go somewhere,
Go somewhere.
you got to wake up and pay attention.
Uh-huh.
In other words, you cannot arrive to your destination while you slumber.
Mm.
There's a responsibility that you have to be aware, to be conscious, to be tapped in, to be in tune to what's around you, what's happening in you and through you, because faith without works is dead. But if you're resting, always sleeping, and you can't function, and you're always down, you're always out, you're not observing the opportunity that's been presented to you. The Bible doesn't say this a lot, but where preparation meets opportunity, there go on.
Mhm.
But you cannot prepare resting. You can prepare sleeping. You have to be able to see how God is going to work. And I'll tag this because I'm good like this, to the point where you have to, number one, you have to not only wake up, but you have to not limit God to the opportunities. And sometimes you just got to shut up, because sometimes your conversation hinders what God wants to do.
Come on.
So sometimes you thinking you know what I'm going to do it this way, this way. No, shut up. And don't limit God. And let him actually move for you for real. So wake up.
That's what happens when you preach. You can put
That
other words together.
All inspirational words together in a sermon. The hashtag is Fire 716
Radio.
Radio.
Listen, I don't have nothing. It was like, it went one way. Oh, hold on. Lord.
All these words together.
Reminded what I need.
Listen, it's going down this one. Y'all be blessed, man. We holler at y'all on tomorrow. We do it over again. I love my team. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I really enjoy y'all when y'all pull up into the building. It's going down.
Ladies, please
5716.
join me tomorrow.
I know y'all. Keep it in a row.
Phil.
Fair. I'm just saying. It's going down. 5716. I'll let y'all.
Yo.
Yeah.
I need a testosterone less room. Like just one time. I mean, I'm strong enough to hold myself down, but you know. Oh, Josh said, same with 007 on Grant in the
West Side Design.
He said my stomach always hurts after eating Young Chow at UP North every time.
Really?
Yes.
West Side Bazaar, I ain't gonna front. They got a lot of things.
Word. I'm gonna check them out.
Hold on.
I like foreign food.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm a diverse. I get tired of eating these things. I jump for. I want to go. I want to go to the African spot. Only when I went to the African spot when we was at Refuge with the congregation in New York where we hustled out of that money. I went to the African spot. I went to the African spot out there one time and it was good. But outside of that, I haven't had it.
Word.
So I want to try it.
West Side Bazaar